On June 23, 1989, Islam Karimov became the first secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Uzbek Soviet Republic, after his predecessor Rafik Nishonov failed to settle interethnic clashes and instability in the Fergana Valley region. From 1990 to 1991, he served as a member of the Central Committee and the Politburo, and on March 24, 1990, he was elected the first president of the Uzbek SSR by the Uzbek Supreme Soviet. Karimov stated that he considered the 1995 referendum extending his first presidential term to be a re-election to a second term, which under the Uzbek constitution would have required him to leave office in 2000. But the legislature passed a resolution opposing the decision, leading Karimov to run for re-election in 2000. On January 9, 2000, he was re-elected with 91.9% of the vote. A few months before Karimov's first term as president was due to expire in 1995, it was extended until 2000 after a referendum. Results showed 99.6% of voters favored extending Karimov's term. The United States criticized the referendum for its lack of public debate, and there were multiple instances where one person cast the votes of an entire family. After Karimov's death on Friday, September 2, 2016, the Prime Minister, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, was appointed the head of the committee organizing the funeral of the president. A large number of world leaders immediately expressed their condolences. Uzbekistan declared 3 days of mourning and Uzbek embassies opened their book of condolences. From 1966 to 1986, Karimov worked his way up the ranks in the Uzbek State Planning Committee, from chief specialist to department head, then on to Minister of Finance, before progressing to chairman of the State Planning Committee, before becoming deputy chairman of the Council of Ministers of the Uzbek Soviet Socialist Republic. Under the Karimov government, Uzbekistan was classified as a hard authoritarian state. The regime's main legitimacy claims are anti-Islamism and ethnic identity. Karimov's primary authoritarian measures implemented following a brief period of political tolerance included banning opposition leaders from forming coalitions. In 1960, he graduated from the Central Asian Polytechnic Institute with a degree in mechanical engineering. He began work as an engineer, later joining the Ministry of Water Resources of the Uzbek Soviet Republic. In 1967 he earned a master's degree in economics from the Tashkent State University of Economics. On August 31, 1991, 10 days after the attempted coup by communist hardliners against Mikhail Gorbachev in Moscow, Karimov declared Uzbekistan an independent nation, the second of the Central Asian republics to do this. And September 1 was declared Uzbekistan's Independence Day. Karimov's isolationist views defined Uzbekistan's foreign policy. He was courted by the major world powers for geopolitical leverage and Uzbekistan's gas supplies, but he kept them at arm's length, suspicious of Russia's post-Soviet aims and the US-led democratization agenda. In 1992 Karimov accomplished the Hajj, a pilgrimage to the Kaaba, Mecca in Saudi Arabia. This pilgrimage must be made at least once in the lifetime of every adult Muslim who is physically and financially capable of making the journey. He was sent to an orphanage in 1941, brought back in 1942 and again returned to the orphanage in 1945.